New people. The people was nice. That was cool. The girl was just having fun. And I think that was the issue. I was having a little too much fun, right? Welcome back to my channel. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I'm back with another video. And as always, I hope everybody is having an amazing day today, okay? And before we even get into this video, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe for me. Drop some pink hearts in the comment section. If y'all rocking with the kid, do that for me, okay? And I want to start talking to y'all. I want to start interacting with y'all. Like, tell me some stuff that y'all want to see. I mean, y'all know my channel is basically consists of like girl talks, advice. I mean, if you're a dude and you watching, you can relate to it, okay? And I'm thinking about doing some clothing hauls. I did a vlog the other day. I kind of like vlogging, so I'm gonna be doing some vlogs, you know, all day, and still keep it cute with my girl talks and all that stuff. Let me know what y'all want to see, okay? And we're gonna get straight into the video. So y'all seen that tie down below. Yes, your girl almost did not graduate high school. Like, I was on one. I was tripping, okay? So let me give y'all a little rundown. I went to 4 different high schools, okay? I went to 4 different high schools. My freshman year, I went to 3 different schools, and then my sophomore year, I ended up going to this other school, and I graduated from there. So y'all, I'm just tell y'all little details about like the 4 schools, okay? I'm trying to not make this video so long, but you know, your girl, like I said, I was on one. I was just doing whatever. I don't know what I was on, okay? And I'm not going to say the name of the school. So, basically, my 8th grade year, after I graduated from middle school. Woo! Let me stop playing with. After I graduated middle school, we ended up moving, right? I think it was like a month or 2 after I graduated. So, I think we had moved like the 1st of July, yeah. It was like the ending of June going into the 1st of July, whatever. So, I started this new school, and don't get me wrong, y'all, I really liked that school. I rocked with it like it was lit, baby, lit. I met a whole bunch of new people. The people was nice, that was cool. The girl was just having fun, and I think that was the issue. I was having a little too much fun, right? So, I was like, as my mom, can I go to another school? Well, I want to go to the high school where the people I went to middle school with, I wanted to go to that school. You know, my dudes were not going for that because I had a rough little school year there. Like, the years I went to school, it was rough. So, she did not want me to go back to the high school, but I knew I was, like, kind of failing at my first high school and everything like that. So, I was just like, okay, let me just go ahead and try to go to another school. Maybe I'll get back on track or whatnot. You know, blue face, baby. Yeah, I'm everyone gonna see. Okay. No, but for real, y'all. So, I was like, okay, I'll go to another school without whatever. So my mom was not going for it, so I ended up moving my dad. I went to that school, and it was okay. Like, I liked the school there. Hold on, y'all. Let me get some of my apple juice because I really just got up, and you know, my throat a little dry. So yeah, so I went to school with my dad. I moved with him. The school was straight. The people was nice. I had a good little time there or whatnot, but oh yeah, before I said it, my grades like improved like a lot. And I ain't gonna lie, out of all of the high schools I went to, I feel like that school, they had the best teachers. Like, they had the best teachers for real. So when I went there, I was understanding my work way more. The teachers was working with me, you know, all that stuff. My grades improved a lot. But when second semester hit, I was ready to go. For one, the people was cool, but I wasn't relating to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, whatever. And I knew I was never going to hang out with them. Well, maybe I didn't give it a try, but that wasn't my cup of tea, if that makes sense. It was like one person I got close with there. He was cool. He was my cup of tea or whatever. Like, we related, whatever. But I still wanted to go. I feel like I started to lose focus in school again. or whatnot, or whatever. Did some other stuff I'm not gonna even get into. But yeah, I was just ready to go. I was ready to move back with my dudes, you know. So I ended up moving back with my mom, and I ended up going to that high school that she did not want me to go to with them kids, you know. So when I got there, I mean, I was doing my work. Like, I ain't gonna lie though, it was one class I checked out of, and then it was the second class where I would do my work, but I give it 50 and 50. Like, sometimes I just like forget it. I have to do the work or whatever, and then other days I'll be all into it, doing it or whatnot. But all my other classes I was good on. Like, I passed that class and everything, you know. Y'all, I don't know what was wrong with me, why I was not doing my work or anything like that. So, after, because we had ended up moving because of some stuff that had happened at the other house that we was living in. So we ended up moving, you know, we didn't have no choice but to move. And then that's when I started going to my new high school. Well, that's not when I started going to my new high school. My mom was just like, I'm gonna let you finish the school year off at this school, since like school was finna get out. Like, we basically moved in April. We moved around spring break. So my mom was just like, hey, after this school year is over with, you going to this new school by our house. Because when I went to school my sophomore year, my house was so close to school, I walked to school. Like, no bus, no nothing, you know. We just walked to school. That's how close my house was. That's how close my house was to my school. So I ended up going there, y'all, sophomore year. First day, did not like it. I didn't. I don't even know why, y'all. Like, I feel like I did not get at school no chance. Thought someone was on a little bit. I feel like I did not get at school no chance, y'all. The first day I hated. Yeah, I went home, so I don't like it. I don't want to be here. Like, being so dramatic, y'all. I did not get at school no chance. Like, when I first went there, I started doing my work a little bit, you know. But then I would just like forget it. But my first 2 months there, I wasn't really talking to nobody. I mean, I knew 2 people from my old school, so I had them to talk to or whatnot. But I really never talked to nobody in class like that. Like, I really used to just be to myself because I didn't want to be there, period. So then, after, like, around homecoming, like, October, that's when I started to meet, like, a lot of people, y'all. That's when I started to meet a lot of people. That's when I started talking to people. Like, I gave it a chance because I was just like, well, girl, you're going to have to go to the school. So, it's nothing you can do about it but to get, you know, your stuff together and just roll with it because you got to graduate from here. I didn't get my stuff together, y'all. Like, I met a lot of people. I was having fun, but I did not get myself together. Like, y'all, I constantly asked to stay at home. I used to be late for first period, my French class, baby. I failed out that class. Do you hear me? I failed that class. Like, other classes I went to, I skipped a little bit, but not too much. I just go to the classes. I wouldn't do nothing, if you get what I mean. Like, and then I was coming to school late, not coming to school, go to class, not doing my work. My 7th period class, y'all, I make up some type of excuse to, like, can I go to the bathroom, go out the side door? Like, the way the music room was set up, it was the door right there, and then it was the door on this side. And I sat on this side, so I would leave out that door and just leave, like, a good 15 minutes early and go home. Oh, y'all, this is so bad. Like, I am not proud of this at all, y'all, because that was not me. But I don't know what was going on with my first 2 years of high school, y'all. Like, I was just not feeling school. Like, I don't know why. Like, I was not feeling school. That was not me. Like, if y'all watch my bullying video, even when I was getting bullied, I still liked school. Like, I used to like to do work. I like to do projects. I like to make good grades on my tests. You know, volunteer to answer questions in class, like, all that. My first 2 years of high school, that was out the door. Like, I was not doing nothing. I don't know what was wrong with me. Like, people thought I was dumb. People like, yeah, I know she's not gonna graduate. Da, da, da. You know, all that extra stuff. You know, they had a point, though. Sis almost did not graduate, you know? So, it was like my second semester of my sophomore year or whatnot, y'all. And that's when I started trying to get my act together, but it was too late. Like, I'm gonna say it was going into, like, around spring break. And sure, when we come out of spring break, you know that's April. You gotta start taking your test. That's a done deal. So, y'all, I'm in my feelings now because I'm just like, dang, you really failed like this? Like, I passed half of my classes, but the other half, it was just it wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? And I just got in my feelings. I'm just like, dang, girl, like, you really let yourself, you know, fall off, basically. Like, my grades were so bad, y'all. It's just ridiculous. And I didn't put no effort in. I'm trying to work hard at the end of the year. Like, that's going to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, for some classes, it did. Because my grades wasn't that long as some classes. So, you know, I passed those. But the other ones, it's like, no, sis, you failed those. So, y'all, I was just so stressed out. And I knew I was going to have to tell my mom because, for one, I don't lie to my mom. Don't care. I'm not finna lie to her for what, you know, woohoo. My business is her business. She's going to deal with it, period. But not for real. So, I got the energy today, right? Energy, period. But nah, like, I was so scared to tell her. I was on the phone with my friend. I was like, yeah, girl, like, she's going to kill me. Everything like that, y'all. And so I ended up telling her, like, 2 weeks before junior year, y'all. Like, I was just like, Mom, I messed up in school. Like, I might not be in my right homeroom. Yeah, like, I didn't know how to tell you. And I thought she was going to go in. I was so scared, y'all. But I knew I was going to have to tell her. Like I told you, like, I tell my mom everything. Whether it's bad or good. Hey, it is what it is. So, I end up telling her and everything like that. And she didn't, like, react like I thought she was. Like, I'm like, okay, this lady is finna go in. Like, y'all, she didn't even do too much. She was just like, I knew it was something. She was like, I knew it was something because you don't talk about school. She was like, you love school. She was like, you don't talk about it. You don't come show me no work. You don't do anything. So I knew it was something. She was like, but you know what you gotta do. You just gotta get together. So, shoot. The first day of school, junior year, baby, guess what? I was back in the 10th grade homeroom. The most embarrassing situation ever. Like, it was so embarrassing. What was so bad about it was, I had the same homeroom teacher. And the teacher that it just made it even more embarrassing, y'all. So, it was so embarrassing. I mean, I'm smiling about it now because I made it out. I graduated and everything. But it was so embarrassing to me. Like, I'm just like, dang, you really feel off like that. Like, I was so embarrassed in that homeroom the first day of school. It was like, Miss Talton. I'm just like, I was just so embarrassed. But my junior and my senior year, oh yeah, my senior year, I got my stuff together. So I got in my, my right grade. I got in 12th grade. Period. Your girl was working hard. So, what'd I do? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah. So my junior is 12th grade year, y'all. I worked dummy hard. I'm talking about dummy hard, like not playing, staying up to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, doing homework, and going to school. And don't get me wrong now, because I ain't finna cap up on here. I still was not going to school like that. Like, y'all, I used to just want to stay at home. Like, I just want to stay at home. I don't know why, but I did. I just want to stay at home. Hey, whatever. I be tired. So, but with me staying at home, I still did my work. And people did not understand how I still was getting good grades, baby. You can stay at home and still do your work. Because one thing about me, Edmodo, check it. I be at home from school, sitting at home doing homework. Literally, off of Edmodo or whatever, like the Google Classrooms and everything that we had. Or I text somebody in my class, like, oh, what's the work for today? And then I just do it and turn it in. Or I go to school the next day and I get my work from my teachers. Or after at school making my work. And I had good grades. Like, I did have like a C. Because it was just like, math was like a bad subject for me. But I was trying my hardest, like, but shoot, as long as I passed, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I got it together my junior and senior year. Like, people just like, not in drill passing. Like, I was just a dummy. Like, I'm not a dummy. Sis was moving like a dummy, but I'm not a dummy. Like, baby, I can get the work done. And I'm not, and then another thing that, like, really made me check out of school kind of was, I know that it was my fault of going to 3 different high schools my first year because I thought that if I went to different schools, like, I would be straight. Like, maybe I'd get back in tune in school, but that was not it. And like I said, other stuff, but I'm not going to speak on that. But, no, I know it's my fault, but when I had to go to the last school, I'm just like, I don't want to meet no new people. Like, I just didn't want to go. Like, I made up my mind with every school I went to that third time, that was going to be the school I stayed at. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it was my fault that I moved to 3 different schools, moved around. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah. But there was one reason. I was just like, dang, I don't want to go to another school. And then the other reason was because I used to be very bad at tests. And it's because I don't like to study. When I study, I would do like really good on my test, y'all. Like I said, math, but that's another topic for another day. But like any other class, if I studied for my test, I would be straight. If I just paid attention in class and I studied, your girl would pass the test. I'm talking about with good grades. Okay, like a high grade at that. But I didn't, so that kind of just made me like, yeah, whatever. Because, you know, they always want to get tests, like, and everything like that, y'all. So I don't know, but I started studying. I started doing good on tests a little bit, on the quizzes and everything like that my junior and senior year. I started doing my work. Like I said, I would do my work at one time, turned in early. I'm talking about scanning down, reading, like doing all of everything because I knew I wanted to graduate. Like I could not fail one class. If I failed one class, I was not going to graduate at all. And I don't regret it. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I regret about it is if I would have just did my work, my GPA would have been really high to the point where I might be in college right now. One reason I did not go to college was because my GPA won't hit on nothing. Like, I'm not going to say, I think it was like in the 2.0, something like that. But that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, my friends got the 3.5s, 4.0s. 3.0, whatever it is, like all the high GPAs, and here I am with a low GPA because I want to act dumb. So I was like, no, I'm not going to college. Like, that's embarrassing. What college I'm finna get into, like, just a whole bunch of a lot that was going through my mind. So maybe, but then again, when I graduated, I didn't want to go to college anyway. Of course, every kid or teenager's dream is to go to college. Your parents want you to go to college, but once I graduated, I was like, I don't think college is for me. And I was not finna go just because somebody wanted me to go. Like, my mom, she never forced me to go to college, but other people did. And I was not finna do it because, for what? I was gonna drop out probably.
Wow.
Like, I was not finna do something that I did not want to do. But that's besides the point. But that's the only thing I probably regret is like my GPA being kind of low. Because I knew I was better than it. But it taught me a lesson. It made me work hard. It made me get back on my grind. I'm not no dumb girl. Let me just do what I gotta do. Okay. So, yeah, y'all. Your girl almost did not graduate. I went through a roller coaster. On top of that, I was going through so much during them times. Like, my years in like, high school, don't get me wrong, I love high school. High school was, like, way better than middle school. It was way better. Like, I had so much fun in high school. But I was going through like a lot of personal stuff at home, a lot of personal stuff within me. I was so stressed out trying to make sure I graduated on time. It was just a lot, y'all. But I made it out. I graduated. I beat the odds. Anybody who didn't believe in me, I proved them wrong. All that, you know. I felt like I fell off, but baby, it was okay because I came back. Okay. So, y'all, that's basically my story on how I almost did not graduate high school or whatnot. I hope y'all enjoyed this video with me, okay? Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all drop them pink hearts down in the comment section. Tell a friend to tune in to Life of Drea. And I'm going to see y'all next time.